Hi there, it's Anne of Rosie Duck Designs here. Just wanted to spend a few minutes today just sharing with you some details about the new colours that are now available in the new Stampin' Up catalogue. You may be aware that there's been a colour revamp which was launched with the new catalogue on the 1st of June. Now, the last time a colour revamp was done was way back in 2010, with just a small colour refresh being done in 2013. So, in effect, we've been working with the same colours for quite some time now. Now, it's always hard sometimes to say goodbye to our favourite colours, and I was a bit sad to see some of them go. But I have to say that having now got my hands on all of the new colours that have been introduced, I have to say they're fabulous, and what a brilliant job Stampin' Up have done. Obviously, colour collections have to change over time because colour trends change, don't they? And it's important that Stampin' Up reflect the current and on-trend colours, and they've certainly made a really good job with the introduction of these new colours that we have. As usual, there's 5 new in colours that will be with us for the next 2 years, so from 2018 through to 2020. So firstly, to show you those, we have Grapefruit Grove, Lovely Lipstick, Pineapple Punch, Call Me Clover, and Blueberry Bushel. So 5 brilliant colours and really vibrant, bright colours this time round. So I'm sure that we're going to enjoy using those. So let's put those to one side. And moving on to the catalogue, at the back here, you notice here firstly the neutrals collection. This, we've got some introduction of some colour into this, so apart from the basic browns and greys that we've become used to, you notice we've got the introduction of Merry Merlot, Mossy Meadow, and Night of Navy has moved across into this neutrals collection. We also have a new grey granite colour. So showing you the new colours: Mossy Meadow, Merry Merlot, and grey granite. That's that one. Then in the Brights collection, we've got quite a few new colours in here. We have Gorgeous Grape, Poppy Parade, Coastal Cabana, Granny Green Apple, Mango Melody, and the return of Flirty Flamingo, which was one of the 2016-2018 in colours. So effectively we said goodbye to it and hello to it on the same day. Really pleased that one came back because I really love that colour. So again, really bright, vibrant colours, which are going to be a lot of fun to use in the times ahead. Turning the page, we have the Subtles collection. We've got the return of Mint Macaron, which was the in colour from 2015 to 2017. Thrilled that that's come back, loved that. And that's already been well used since the beginning of the month. We've got Petal Pink, Highland Heather, Balmy Blue, which is absolutely gorgeous, and Soft Sea Foam. So again, some really lovely subtle colours that have been added into that collection. And finally, we have the Regals collection, and we've got the introduction here of Blackberry Bliss and Shaded Spruce. So I hope you agree they are some really fabulous colours, and I really hope that you have as much fun using them as I've already done, I have to say. You may have noticed also that there's been a slight change in the shape of the ink pads. These are the ones that we had last year and for a while before that. Now the reason it's been changed is that these moulds only last for so long before they need to be replaced. And they were getting to that point, getting to the end of their shelf life. So Stampin' Up saw this as an opportunity to modernise the pads And in addition, they've also improved the ink formula. So in effect, this ink formula will reduce ink bubbles. Now, I've got to say, I've never had any problem with that. So the fact that they've made an adjustment and improved it has just got to be better for all of us. So if you've never really experienced it, you're hardly likely to now with this new formula. Just want to say a couple of words about this. Firstly, these don't stack very well. They fit brilliantly into the caddy, which is no longer available, but on your worktop, not great for stacking. The difference with these new pads, if you notice, you've got 4 holes and 4 little feet, which are designed to stack on top of each other. So much easier to put on your worktop, on your shelf. Now you could decide to stack them in collections. If you've got a caddy, they will fit in there, but they're going to be looser because they're thinner. So just a word of advice, don't swing it round at a great speed because you're likely to have them come out a bit like a frisbee. So but as I say, if you've got a caddy, carry on using it. That I'm going to be doing that. But it's good if you've just got a few colours out and you're just using that just to stack them away in the corner on your worktop while you use them. The other thing is, with the old style, we were used to opening it, so pushing that way, coming back like so. Now, when you've been doing that for years, it's hard to sort of change, isn't it? A word of advice, don't try that same action on these pads, because if you do, you're likely to get covered in ink. What you need to think of is compact, and all you do, your lips there, pull it up, and it then slides back in the same way. So that's the way to open the new pads. I have to admit, when we first got them at the On Stage event, we all just sort of sat there and getting totally confused. It's not difficult, just get used to, as I say, a compact, that action of a compact. Again, we've got on the bottom of the ink pads, you've got your name of the ink. That will come off and you stick it along this lip here. So effectively you're sticking it while your pad's upside down. The reason being that you always want to store your ink pad upside down, because stored like that the ink will seep down to what is in effect the top. So when you turn it over to use it, your ink is there ready and waiting. So that's a handy thing to take the time out to do that. There's also an additional little thing this year. Along here is a little strip which again will pull out, and what it does, it fixes into this little indentation that's been put into the ink pad, and by sticking this strip into this indentation you can get to see what colour it is on that you're using on your pad. Now I'm seriously not going to do that on camera because it's a bit fiddly. I'm not the most delicate of people and I tend to get a bit covered in ink, so I'm not actually going to do that now, but seriously recommend that you do take the time out and use that on your pad. The reason being that when you're working, if you've got 2 or 3 colours that are quite similar, yes, you've got your colour showing here, but it's also showing there. So there's much less chance of you getting confused and sticking your stamp into the wrong ink pad. So, as I say, well worth the effort. Just keep some baby wipes to hand and you'll be fine. So I think that's more or less all I want to say about the pads. Just a couple of little notes about if you want to buy them. These pads are £7 each, so separately you can buy them for £7. If you fancy getting your hands on these 5 new in colour ones, you can actually buy them as in effect a bundle, which will give you 10% off, so it will be £31.50. So it's always worth having a look out for offers like that of bundles. Again, if you really want to splash out and you want all 16 of the new colours that are in the other collections, you've got this bundle here, and you can buy the 16 stamp pads, 10% off, so at £100.75. Obviously you can just build your collection up over a period of time and just buy them separately at £7. Also, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, but you've got Stampin' Right markers, if that's something you like to use. You've got those available in the new colours and also in the in colours. And I'm also pleased to be able to say that the stamping blends, which you'll find on page 204 of the catalogue, there's been a bit of a problem with supply on those, but as at 2 days ago, they're back in stock and you can order them to your heart's content. There's all the new colours in there, as well as the original colours that they were released in, and you can buy them as singles. So they come in dark and light, so you can choose the dark one or the light one for £25 each, or you can buy them as a combo pack, as one dark, one light, and that's £8.50. So again, another way of introducing colour into your projects. So as I say, I think that's all I've really got to say. If you want to have a look at any of the new pads, they are available to have a look at via my website, so go and have a look on there. And of course, if you'd like to buy any of them, you can order directly from my online shop, and literally you can shop 24/7. So go and have a look and just see what you can find. So thanks very much for joining me today, and until next time, I'll say goodbye.